West Texas was developed by strong families whose legacies form the culture we enjoy as West Texans.
Well, we're honoring our dads, Mort and Joe Mertz, and because they're kind of a tandem, and they operated together for many, many years and still really close. They were both born in Sneeslow, and on their maternal side, the Meyer side, they would be fourth generation ranchers in this area. And on the paternal side, the Mertz side, they're the third generation of people that ranched here in Sneeslow.
Their father had an arena where Westlake Hardware is, and it was called Mertz Field. And my dad and his brother would ride horses from behind their home on Washington Street out to Knickerbocker, and their dad was training them to rope, to be cowboys. And so they would rope goats, but the polo mallets and the balls were always there in the barn. And they said one day their dad took them out. Once the fun of riding fast and hitting the ball, you never went back to roping goats. We put up our ropes. And so that set the tone for what they did for many years together with their father, is this playing polo. In about 1928-29, their father, Lynn Mertz, had won the Southwestern Circuit tournament at San Antonio. And then in 1949, Joe and Mort won the same tournament. There is a thread in our family about loss and the loss of a parent. But what this family has pulled together from the original Mr. Mertz, he lost his mother in 1861. He was only 7 years old. So then he lost his father at 14. We go down through the family, and we've had young children losing parents. And those kids, though, have still pulled together and become the most unbelievable success. So that, to me, is a real important factor in all of this.
There was one family member who was very influential to Mort and Joe Mertz.
Abe Meyer is Daddy and Joe's grandfather.
So Abe Meyer is our great-grandfather through our grandmother, Ernestine Meyer Mertz. Abe Meyer was a true cowboy. He was born in 1877. He was a thin, wiry guy, but he just brought a lot of joy to Mort and Joe and helped train them. They've made the structure of who Mort and Joe is, and so we then are the beneficiaries of these great, strong men in our lives.
Ranching doesn't come without its share of adversity.
And that fire that had started the Thursday before had propped back up and gotten on us that Monday, and it burned for 2 or 3 more days, and we lost 26 miles of fence, totally burned up, and lots of livestock died in that fire, and it was a really big fire. What was really hard for Dad, he just have to drive around shooting them, putting them out of their misery. It's livestock. It was a hard time for him. That's when ranching gets pretty tough, when you have that kind of catastrophe.
Looking into the future, Lynn sees the changing landscape of ranching.
What we've raised is cut back. We're probably going out of the sheep business because of predators, and a real significant factor is lack of labor. Most of all, we did most of our own labor until probably the last 15 or 20 years, because our children all left and went to college. We were all taught, every generation, it seems like, you always had to do something besides just depend on the ranch. So I don't know where the future's going, to be honest with you. There's some neat things out there, finless fish, Beyond Meat. Those things all kind of have legs, got a lot of money behind them.
Joan paints a more simplistic picture of what lies ahead for ranching.
The future of ranching is just an old pickup truck and your dog with you.
Yeah.
But no matter what the future holds for ranching, there's still no place like home.
Yeah, I feel comfortable here. I've visited lots of different places, but I'm always ready to come back home.
The land is the most important place. It's where you're gonna run back to when you need it.
Thank you to the Mort and Joe Mertz families for their contributions to our West Texas heritage.